something missing.
Karl, you know what? Throughout this whole COVID-19 pandemic shutdown, you've been one of the most consistent artists that I've seen, not just on social media, but interviews. I think this is like maybe our third interview we've done in the last couple of months. It's crazy. How do you keep so busy throughout a time where it's supposed to be a downtime? In fact, as we speak, just what is it, 2 weeks ago or a week ago, you were doing a live performance.
Yes. You know what? Thank you for having me, by the way, and then always great to talk to you. I like to stay busy. That's number one. Number two, I didn't even think that the COVID times would need me to be in the studio working and trying to, but ultimately as an artist, as someone who people might need, in order to create some content so that there's less anxiety out there, less depression. I think I just filled that role and I went in full speed ahead, and that's where I'm at. I've been writing pretty much since the middle of this COVID thing, because we spoke about that at the beginning. I wasn't very inspired, so that's when I came up with these parodies of these other songs just to lighten the mood. But now I got back to serious recording, and I'm working on my album. It's coming out in September.
Okay. Can you talk about the drive-in performance that you just did? Because there was a lot of great artists. Cardi was there, Maestro.
Oh, yeah.
Talk a little bit about that, please.
First of all, when we heard about the whole there weren't going to be any performances till 2022, from what they're saying, in terms of live performance as we know it, live concerts as we know it. The concept of drive-ins started, being whispered here and there. I love the idea. I told my publicist, if there's ever a scenario like this, we spoke about this prior to getting any offer to do it. And finally, an offer came in for it, and they said, hey, we're doing a drive-in theater. I said, you know what? I'm in. I don't care. Let's just do it. And Cardi was in. I didn't even hear about anybody else in before I said yes, and it was phenomenal. It was kind of a game changer. It's been 4 or 5 months since we have done any live performances at all, other than the e-tour that I did, which was totally strictly online, basically me and a camera, or not even, me and my phone. So this was really fun.
Well, we're so glad you had a chance to do it. I couldn't make it down there for the big event. It was a 2-day festival that was happening. I mean, who would have thought 2-day festival and something like this, But it looked like it was great. I saw some footage, so congratulations being part of all that. But even more importantly, my friend, we have a summer, and we need summer songs. You've released a summer single. What's going on?
Absolutely. The new single is called Wolf in the Night. I've always wanted to have a wolf-themed song my whole career pretty much, and I've never really nailed it. It was always a little contrived, I felt, or cheesy at times. It depends on, this one, it just worked. The concept worked. I had a great writer with me. His name is Donovan Hollier from Toronto, and we wrote this, I'm going to make you howl like a wolf in the night, and it just worked out. I'm excited, and I thought to myself, why not put a summer song out? I know people are going through tough times, but the weather is nice. We're at stage 3 right now. People are outdoors trying to have fun. I just thought it was appropriate.
Loving you is right. I'ma make you howl like a wolf in the night, yeah. Grip the body tight. I'ma make you howl like a wolf in the night, yeah. It's your night, live your life. Let me hear you howl like a wolf in the night, yeah. Grip the body tight. I'ma make you howl like a wolf in the night.
Well, not just that. You have a iconic Juno Award winner with you on this track.
Oh, absolutely. Cardinal Official, one of my best friends. I love Cardi. And this is our fourth record together. We've had 3 prior to that. They were all gold. So, hopefully we can make gold again.
What's the magic between the two of you?
That's a great question. I think there's just a lot of... First of all, I think he's the magic. He is phenomenal as a writer, as someone who's not only is a writer, he's a visionary. Cardi is a visionary of music. Like, he gave me some advice on this too. He's like, man, we should switch the name up to this. We should change it. He's so involved. He's such a pure creator genius that I had to get him involved on this one. He loved the song when I sent it to him, and he recorded a phenomenal 12-bar part. It's so dope.
Something we've never had a chance to talk about, Lone Wolf Music. When did you start this? And congratulations on having it.
Yeah. I started this earlier in my career. Once I think Africa broke, in 2008, 2009, I said, hey man, we're number one on the Billboard charts. It took me about 10 years to do that. It wasn't easy. People think my career started at that point, but it didn't. And I used to, I was writing songs for other artists, producing other artists. I just said, why not get back into that now that I've, somewhat have had some successes. And then we did some of that. It didn't work out. It's really hard to manage and start artists. That's what I didn't realize. I mean, it took us, for Karl Wolf Project, 10 years to even be recognized. So it does take a lot of effort, time, money, and focus. So we did that for a while. You remember that. We had Cassie, we had Lil Jakes, we had Craig Smart. And it was really tough, man. You know what? It was tough, Rudy. It was tough to make money. That's to sustain the company. It was really hard because I didn't have any established artists other than me. So Karl Wolf was bringing in the money, and we weren't being profitable with the other artists because we were investing in them. So it took a different turn at that point, but we're reviving that.
Well, looking forward to that and what you're going to be doing with this. Now, because, again, we're in a different world, are we just looking at singles to be released throughout 2020, leading into 2021? Will there be an EP? Will there be an album? What's the look?
You know what? It's going to be a full album, man. I'm done doing these EPs with like 6 songs on them, and it's fun having singles. But I'm working on a body of work, especially how inspired I've been regarding, Black Lives Matter movement, the COVID scenario and what it did to us from an anxiety, from a depression. There's a lot of material to talk about and sing about and help, essentially. So I've got the material, and I've done, about 12 songs so far. The album's coming out in, hopefully, September 26th. That's our plan. So we'll see what happens.
This is going to be interesting. Wow. A reflection on what has happened in 2020. In the meantime, though, will there be more virtual performances happening with you?
I think more physical performances. I think that's what we're looking at next. We're still in the drive-in theater phase. So there are a couple of offers here and there. We're going to look at them seriously and keep on performing, man, and spread the love and spread the light.
In the meantime, social media, place to go to follow you. Where do we go?
Absolutely. Karl Wolf with an S at the end. So Karl Wolf's on everything, on all social media platforms.
Fantastic, my friend. Always great talking to you. Please be safe. Looking forward to talk to you soon again because, like I said, we could be talking about something right now and knowing you in about 24 hours, you're going to be, I'm going to work on this. And boom, we got another conversation to happen in the next
100%.
3 weeks. You take care, my friend. Be safe.
You too, buddy. You too.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye.
I'ma make it howl like a wolf in the night, yeah.